Hello students. So today we'll start with the second chapter in English, which is The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. Okay. So as the name suggests, it's a story about a thief. Now you would think, why should we study a story about a thief, right? But to know more about that, we'll have to look into the story and see why it is so important to read a story about the thief. But before starting, let's go through a brief history about the author and a little something about the book. So the story is written by Ruskin Bond, who is an Indian author of British descent, meaning that he was born in India but his parents, they were British. He was born on 19 May 1934 and he has written many books, many famous books. Some of those books are The Room on the Roof, The Blue Umbrella, etc. Now about the story, there are two characters in the story. First is Anil, who is a 25-year-old writer, and second is Hari, who is a 15-year-old boy and who is the thief. Okay, so now what is the story trying to teach you? The story is trying to teach you, the focus of the story is on values, human values, morals and relationships. Okay, so moving to the story, Hari was a 15-year-old boy, and when he met Anil, he was already a thief, and he found Anil watching a wrestling match when he went to him and started talking to him. When he looked at Anil, he thought that he is a very easygoing, simple kind of a guy, and it would be very easy for his purpose, meaning it would be very easy to steal from him. So he goes to Anil and he tells him, "You look a bit of a wrestler yourself. A little flattery helps in making friends." Flattery meaning when you try to butter someone, that is हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं मस्का लगाना. That is what flattery means. Okay, Anil replies, "So do you." And after listening to that, he was very confused because he was very thin at that time. Okay, so then he replies modestly मतलब शर्मा के ऐसे बिना बड़ाई मारे बिना, he replies that, "Well, I do wrestle a bit." मतलब मैं थोड़ा बहुत wrestling करता हूँ. Then Anil asks him, "What is your name?" And he says his name is Hari Singh, which is not his real name, but he uses a new name every month or so that the police or his former employees whom he has cheated, they can't find him. After talking for some time, they start talking about the wrestlers, and after talking about them, Anil walks away. Hari follows, and Hari asks him, "I want to work for you." He says to Anil that, "I want to work for you." Anil replies, "But I can't pay you." Then for some time, Hari starts thinking that maybe I misjudged my man. Misjudged meaning गलत समझ लिया. Maybe he does not have that much money to steal. So he says, Hari says, "Can you feed me?" Anil asks, "Can you cook?" And Hari lies that, "Yes, I can cook." Anil replies that, "If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you." That means he agrees to keep Anil agrees to keep Hari to work for him. When he takes him to his house, which is over Jamna sweet shop, he tells him that you can sleep in the balcony. And that night he makes dinner, but it might have been so terrible that Anil gave away that food to a stray dog. And then he came back to Hari. Anil came back to Hari smiling, and he patted his head, and then he said, "Never mind, teach me to cook." Then Anil teaches Hari how to cook, and he even teaches Hari how to write sentences, add numbers. He teaches him how to write his name and etc. So Anil starts teaching Hari English. And even though Hari lied, Anil does not throw him out of the house. Instead he teaches him how to cook and how to read and write as well. So Hari thinks that it was quite pleasant to work for Anil, and he would make the morning tea. Then he would go out to the bazaar to buy the daily supplies. Daily supplies meaning the things you would need every day, and every day he would usually make a profit or usually a rupee out of the money he was given for shopping, and he would keep that money. And Anil didn't seem to mind that much. Anil was okay with that. And so when he's talking about Anil, he says that Anil made money by fits and starts, meaning at irregular intervals. He would not get paid monthly or weekly. He would get paid whenever he would write he would write anything for an article or anything for magazines or anything on newspapers. Then what happens one evening is that Anil comes home and he brings money with him. And when Hari sees that Anil has brought money, he realizes that it is now that he has the opportunity to do his work, and that means steal and run away. And it wouldn't even be very difficult because Anil was a very careless man. And what Anil used to do was, whenever he would earn money, he would spend it on his friends, or he would spend it while going out, eating out with his friends and everything. So after Anil went to sleep, Hari came out, and he thinks to himself that if he steals the money, it would be very easy for him to catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow, and he would be out from here stealing the money. So he goes out of the balcony into where Anil is sleeping, and he remembers that Anil had kept the money under his blanket. So he slips his hand into the blanket, under the blanket, and removes that money. And after taking that money, Hari sneaks out of the house, and Hari also had a key to the house so that he could come and go easily even if Anil was not at home. So he uses that, and he goes out, and he begins to run, and he keeps the money at his waist, which is held there by the string of his pajamas. And when he counts the money, it is almost 600 rupees in 50s. That means 50 notes of 50s, which amount to 600 rupees. And he thinks that he could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. And when he reaches the station, the train is about to leave. Train is almost leaving, but before he could easily run and catch the train, but he hesitates. Hesitates meaning he does not readily go and catch the train. For some reason, he could not take that train. He could not go. And while he is hesitating, while he is thinking whether he should go or not, the train has left the platform, and he was left standing at the platform. And now he did not have any idea where he could spend the night, because he didn't have any friends at all. And he did not want to stay at the railway station, and neither did he want to go to the nearest hotel. And the only person he knew was the person from whom he had robbed. So leaving the station, he goes into the bazaar, and then he thinks to himself that in his short life he had studied men's faces when they had lost their goods. Matlab, he had looked at faces, and he had realized what kind of faces or what kind of emotions people feel when they lose something. The greedy man showed fear because he had lost. He was fearful and he was greedy. The rich man showed anger, and the poor man showed acceptance. But he knew that when Anil discovered that he had been robbed, there would only be a touch of sadness, and he would feel a loss of trust, because he had trusted Hari and brought him into his home. He had taught him everything, taught him how to cook, taught him how to read and write. So he would feel a loss of trust. Then he sits down on a bench in a Maidan, and it was the month of November, so there was a light drizzle, and soon it started raining quite heavily. His shirt and pajamas were stuck to his skin because they were wet, and he sat under the clock tower, and the clock showed that it was midnight. And then he realized that the notes that he had stolen were damp. They were wet from the rain, and that was Anil's money. And he realizes that if he would have stayed, Anil would have given Hari 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinemas or to go out for whatever reason. He would have paid him. And he realizes that in the excitement of stealing, he had forgotten all about that. He had forgotten that they were soon going to start learning and writing whole sentences, complete sentences and everything. And he was more excited while he was excited about stealing, he forgot about that. But while he was thinking, he realized that it was whole sentences I knew. He thinks to himself that whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundreds. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. He thinks to himself that if I learn to read and write, it would be very easy for him to earn a few hundred rupees than stealing. But if he stole right now and if he ran away, he would never be able to read and learn and write. So he thinks to himself and decides that he would go back to Anil and he would return the money and he would learn to read and write. So he goes back home and he goes into the room, and then he quietly he keeps the money back under the blanket where it was previously there. The next morning when they wake up, he woke up late. Hari woke up late. Anil was already awake and he had already made the tea. And when he comes out, Anil gives him a 50 rupee note. He held a 50 rupee note in his fingers, and while he saw that 50 rupees note, Hari's heart sank. Meaning he felt sad. He thought that maybe Anil knows that he had stolen, and he was trying to ask him that why is this note wet or something like that. But instead Anil says, I made some money yesterday, now you'll be paid regularly. Instead, he does not even acknowledge the fact that the money is wet. He just tells him that I made money and you'll get paid now regularly. His spirits rose. Hari's spirits rose. That means he became hopeful. He became happy. And when he saw that the note was still wet, he thought that maybe Anil knows that he had tried to steal from him, but he did not mention anything. And instead, Anil says that today we'll start writing sentences. That means Anil is a person who did not even acknowledge that Hari had tried to steal. He thought that the most important thing is that Hari had returned back to him. So that is the purpose of the story. Basically, the story is trying to say that it is very difficult to steal from a person who has been kind to you. So, when a person is greedy or very rich, it is not so difficult to steal from him. But when a person is good, the thief himself felt bad about stealing from him, Anil, and he went back to him and returned the money. So now your homework is to solve the English workshop. First question is a web diagram where you have to write Anil's virtues, meaning the good moral values, good values that Anil had, and Hari's vices, meaning Hari's behavior which was bad or immoral. Okay. Then the next one is to insert the appropriate word or phrase in the sentences given below. So you have to look at those phrases. Those phrases have been explained in the chapter while I was explaining the chapter. So you just have to match which is the correct one and fill in the blanks. Now the third question is to find collocations from the text, and B part is complete the compound words, and C is to pick 3 or 4 examples of code mixing. So one by one I will explain to you what it means. So what are collocations? Collocation is 2 or more words that often go together. That is, when you use 2 different words and you use it as a phrase. Okay, phrases are created with 2 or more words that are associated together. Meaning, we say heavy, it is raining heavily. So raining heavily is a collocation. There are 2 raining heavily, 2 words which we are making it a phrase. So an example given here is, are you fully aware of what you have done? Meaning fully aware is the collocation here. Fully and aware are 2 words, but we are making it a phrase to make the statement more impactful. And another collocation which has been used in the chapter is stray dog. Stray and dog are 2 different words, whereas compound words are similar to collocation, but the difference is that in compound words we use 2 different words and combine them to make a new word. In collocation we do not make a new word. What we do is we make a phrase. They are not the same words. But compound words, when we add the 2 different words, it becomes a proper noun. Okay, a new noun. So example, note and book are 2 different words. Note, meaning of note is completely different and meaning of book is different, but when we combine it forms the word is notebook. And an example used in the chapter is oil rich. Hari thinks that he will live like an oil rich Arab for 2 weeks. So oil rich is a compound word. Then your C section is to find 3 or 4 examples of code mixing, that is Indian words which are used in English language, which would, and a couple of examples would be bazaar, maidan, etc. Okay. And now we have question number 4 is read the story carefully and complete the table. You have to list out the total number of characters, which is 2, Anil and Hari. To write their names, their age, physical appearance, and earned money by qualities. Earned money by matlab what are their jobs, how did they earn money, and what are their qualities. Okay, as a person, what are their qualities, that you have to write. And then question number 5 is you have to complete the sentences, and question number 6 is that you have to answer these questions. Why did Anil employ Hari as a cook although he could not afford to pay him? And all these questions you have to think about it, read the lesson and think about it and write the answers. Then question number 7 is a character sketch of Hari. You have to use these points and write a character sketch. Character sketch meaning you have to write about that person, how the person looks, what are his qualities, what he likes to do and things like that. And then question number 8 is WH type of questions. The underlined words, you have to underlined phrases, you have to convert those into WH. Okay.